So there's a question about the I love you. Is that a declaration to the body or more of like your inner self? Or does it matter?
It probably doesn't matter. You know, I don't have all the answers. I only have my own experience. And I think I've applied it both. I have done, I love you physically, like I think about every cell, nerve, tissue, fiber of my being. I talk to my physical body and I talk to my spiritual body. I talk to myself as a whole, and things will just start coming up, right? So you'll have your own exploration, I'm sure. But the I love you, I think we need to say it to ourselves because none of us hear it enough. None of us hear it enough. And we can start by saying it to ourselves. Good question.
Can I just make a comment?
Yeah.
For me personally, I found that words, like saying words to myself, works less when I'm just in silence. And what I wanted to share is that relating to the Ho'oponopono, is it's kind of the same thing as like surrender meeting self-empowerment. So like when you're at a place where you find that feeling of surrendering, it's almost like tapping into the inner self. So like saying the Ho'oponopono and this practice is kind of like on the way to getting you there to surrendering. Because I feel like everything else in life, based just from my experience that I've had, when I'm in the surrender mode or like when I'm in the resistance mode, I need to get to the surrender mode in order to like start flowing. Otherwise, like everything, you know, like magnetizes to me, and then I see how it's relevant, you know, whether it's a good thing happening or it's a bad thing happening. But it's like, as soon as it happens, I realize where that was birthed from. Like it came from my inner feeling, the way what I'm projecting, what I'm, you know, the essence, that magnetic essence that, you know, is in the quantum, in the field. And, you know, what Tom was saying, as far as like, you know, one thing happening, you know, in quantum physics, I'm very interested in quantum physics, but that reminds me of like so many scientists talking about that quantum entanglement. That's what they refer to it as. So there is like that connection to the field, to the higher self. And for me, I feel like when I say words, I feel resistance for some reason. Like I'd rather just sit in quiet meditation and in silence. And that's when I get to that place that you're talking about. So it's kind of like the same thing, but just different methods of getting there. Because I've studied like so many different methods, and this is just like one of them. But for me, like I'm always trying to get to the essence of myself, which is like when I'm at that place of surrender, that's the nature, that's the true flow, that's the feeling of like, oh, now I'm connected, now I can, you know, be empowered and do things, and you know what I mean. So
Oh, I love that, Bobby. Yes, surrender. That's what you're doing, making those declarations. Absolutely. In gratitude, surrender with gratitude. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Good share. Thank you.